Hi, it's Saturday afternoon. It's been raining on and off all day. It's stopped now. The stream has come up again. I've come down beside the stream today to gather some browns or some dried leaves from the willow so that I can put it in my worm farm bin. My worm farm bin is just in a bucket and it needs a little bit of a resorting. So I'm going to use these browns as part of that. I'll show you more as I get around to fixing up my worm bin. I just had a little bit of a quick tidy up, shuffled a few things around. Time to sort out my worm bin. I've been down to the stream as we saw before, and I've got a whole lot of leaves which are in a bucket beside me here. And there I have a cardboard box because I need a piece of cardboard. I just pulled some of the sticky tape off that. We have the worm bin, we'll leave that down here for now. I've got some blue totes that I can put the contents of the worm bin in while I sort the worm bin out. Got a little bit of screen mesh so that I can put in some good compost. I also have some bits and pieces of old soil I'll use as well. And last but not least, as well as the leaves, I have some dried grass which will help with the browns as well. And in case I need more, little bits of some old tired seed mix, but it will still work okay. First things first is to find my scissors in my basket. Probably out of shot there. Cut this box. Some of this I will no doubt speed up because you don't really need to see me do every single step. I'm following instructions from Natalie from Hey It's Good Life. I will put her YouTube channel down below. Natalie has a whole playlist about worm farming. She also has a course that you could purchase if you chose to. Alright, next step, I'm going to draw around this. So the cardboard is to put in the base of the bucket to help prevent the worms from going through the holes. I guess you could use a piece of screen mesh if you wanted to, but this is cheap. Cardboard boxes were free. They came with various bits and pieces. We used them when we were moving and unpacking. Right, that's that done. Next step, empty this out. I actually put some things in here the other day, but I don't know that they were the right things to put in, so we are going to take them out. Okay, so I think I am just going to we do have some worms in there. These are worms that I brought up from Wellington. Just having a little bit of a look-see here, seeing if there are many. A lot of this is cocoa coir. That's what I was suggested to use the first time I did. There we go, there's one. One is better than none. This is really quite damp at the moment. We had heaps of rain. Spider.
It's probably a good thing that I'm going through this, because that is just one great big mat of grass. See, this is what I'm really looking for, is these adult ones with what they call the clitium, which means they can mate. So even if I only have half a dozen, it's okay. I can go through this again. It certainly doesn't smell, so I guess that is a good thing. I will probably put some of this soil back as well, because who knows, there's not cocoons in here. Well, I got some things right. I did have grit in there in the form of eggshells. But I'm afraid I have been rather neglectful. Give the bucket a bit of a wash. Drill a few more holes so it has a bit better aeration. I think the one's on the bottom. Put some around the top. Bucket is getting a little bit brittle, so I may need to get something else. And let's check out these holes. Right, now take the lid off, take the plastic out. Put our circle in. Did I bring my list? Browns. We need to wet things down. Soil. Let's use this. Be a little bit hydrophobic. That soil. Let's put some of this goodness in. A couple of handfuls of this compost. And we'll repeat that. May as well pour it back through. Time to go and raid the compost for some bits of food. Back in a sec. I raided the compost bin, found a half rotten apple. It'll do. I'll just find something to cut it up with. Okay, it's going to have to be the hori knife because that's all I can find at the moment. Apparently they like them in smaller pieces, so that's what we'll do. Right, let's put these wormies in. Let's count. 1, 10. Grow. Would you look at that? Oh, that's because this is what I had my screws in. Go through again, see if we can find any other ones. If there are any, they have likely gone and hidden way down the bottom, because that's what they do. There we go, there's another one. Put that in there just in case there's some little wormlings in there. So every worm I find, I'm putting in there, because really there are not that many, and you always miss some, I find, and they disappear pretty quickly. Right, hand washing time. What else do I need to do? I think a little bit more soil. That is like a rock. The wormies won't be too fond of the water, but it'll just wet that soil down just a little bit. I'm going to put the lid on. Leave that to drain. Time to go inside and have some dinner, and then a bit later I will come and shift this bucket to where it usually lives. I'm back in my potting shed after dinner, and I thought I'd show you the completed bucket. There we go. In the 2 blue bins with the yellow lid on top, there is the worm castings. Well, I hope there's some worm castings. And there is all the contents of the worm bin, and there is the water that has been seeping through. I'm going to tip the water in once more, and then I will take the bucket around to where it usually sits. Okay, off we go, back to where the worm bin lives. I shall try not to chop my head off. It's first time I've walked holding a selfie stick, so let's see how we go. Always learning. This is going to drip, but that is okay. And we're about to lose the lid. On we go. And we'll shut the girls up for the night as we go. Right, off we go. Through the chicken coop. Oh, Shirley's gone to bed. Night, girls. Through the next gate. And then we're going to get bombed by Misty. No, you don't. Those girls get to stay there. It's a bit windy tonight. So my system is not very high tech. The white bucket there with the blue lid, that is my liquid catching bucket. It has some holes drilled in the top and the lid is slightly concave so the fluid can drain in down there. This white lid sits somewhere there, and that is for me to put the yellow bin on when I need to. And the yellow bin sits right there, like that. Any extra fluid that is still in there will finish draining out tonight and go into the blue bucket. I'll check the system again tomorrow. I'm going to head inside now, I'm going to have a cuppa, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to learn some more about worm farming. See you later.